Life isn't fair, and no one is coming to save you. The world doesn't owe you anything. No matter how much you complain, no matter how much you wish things were different, reality will remain unchanged. The only thing you control is yourself, your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you can take control of your life. Today, we're diving into a brutally honest Stoic reminder that will shake you out of self-pity and push you towards resilience. We live in a world where people seek comfort over growth, validation over truth, and excuses over responsibility. But the Stoics had no patience for weakness disguised as hardship. They believed in facing reality head-on without sugarcoating it. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who endured wars, betrayal, and personal loss, never wasted time complaining. Instead, he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In other words, stop waiting, stop whining, and start acting. If you are unhappy with your life, change it. If you feel stuck, take responsibility. No one is going to fix your problems for you. The more you embrace this truth, the stronger you become. But if you resist it, if you keep blaming others, circumstances, or fate, you will remain trapped in mediocrity. Today, we'll break down the harsh but liberating principles of Stoicism that will force you to take charge of your life. If you truly want to grow, you must be willing to hear the hard truths. People spend their lives wishing things were different. They complain about their job, their relationships, their lack of success. They believe that life is unfair, that luck is against them, or that other people are to blame for their suffering. But here's the truth: no one cares. Harsh? Maybe. But the sooner you accept it, the better. The world moves forward, whether you are ready or not. The Stoics understood this and refused to waste time on self-pity. They didn't wish for easier lives, they became stronger. The real problem isn't life's challenges, it's your mindset. The moment you stop resisting reality and start adapting to it, everything changes. 1. No one owes you anything. One of the hardest truths to accept is that the world doesn't owe you success, happiness, or fairness. Seneca wrote, "Expecting the world to treat you fairly because you are a good person is like expecting a bull not to charge you because you are a vegetarian." The Stoics believed that entitlement is the root of disappointment. Instead of expecting things to be easy, train yourself to handle difficulties. The stronger your mindset, the less you will depend on external circumstances for happiness. Write down 3 things you feel entitled to. Now ask yourself, what if I expected nothing and worked for everything? This shift in mindset will free you from disappointment. Life is unpredictable. Stop complaining and adapt. Things will go wrong. You will lose people you love. You will face setbacks. The question is, will you complain or will you adapt? Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You have 2 choices: let hardships break you, or use them as fuel to grow stronger. The next time something goes wrong, pause before reacting. Instead of saying, "Why me?" ask, "How can I grow from this?" 3. You are not special. Discipline is what sets you apart. Everyone struggles. Everyone faces pain. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is discipline. Marcus Aurelius didn't make excuses. He woke up every day and did what was necessary, whether he felt like it or not. You must do the same. If you wait for motivation, you will never move forward. Success comes from doing what's required, even when it's hard. For 1 week, wake up early and follow a strict routine. No excuses. See how much control you actually have over yourself when you commit to discipline. 4. Weakness is a choice in life. Suffering is inevitable, but weakness is optional. The Stoics believed that strength is not something you are born with. It is something you cultivate through discipline, hardship, and self-mastery. The moment you allow excuses, self-pity, and fear to dictate your actions, you are choosing weakness over strength. Epictetus, who was born into slavery and endured immense suffering, refused to see himself as a victim. He famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You cannot control every event in your life, but you can control how you respond. Weakness comes when you surrender to circumstances. Strength is forged when you rise despite them. Most people choose weakness every single day without realizing it. They take the easy path, avoid discomfort, and allow emotions to control them. They seek validation, indulge in distractions, and blame others for their situation. But the Stoic path is different. It demands ownership. If your life is not where you want it to be, the harsh truth is that it is your responsibility to change it. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Just as muscles grow through resistance, mental strength develops through facing challenges head-on. Every hardship you endure is an opportunity to grow tougher, wiser, and more resilient. If you run from discomfort, you remain weak. If you face it, you become unbreakable. Ask yourself, are my daily actions making me stronger or weaker? Are you choosing discipline over comfort? Courage over fear? Action over excuses? Weakness is always the easier choice, but it comes at the cost of your potential. Strength requires effort, but it leads to true freedom. The Stoics knew that life is a test, and every moment is a chance to prove your strength. The question is, will you choose to be weak, or will you rise to the challenge? 5. You will die, so live with purpose. Most brutal, yet liberating truth in Stoicism is this: you will die. No matter who you are, how much wealth you accumulate, or how much status you achieve, your time is limited. Most people live as if they are immortal, wasting their days on trivial distractions, petty arguments, and meaningless pursuits. But the Stoics understood that memento mori, the remembrance of death, is not meant to instill fear, but to create urgency. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, constantly reminded himself of death. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This is not just philosophy, it's a wake-up call. If you truly understood that you might not wake up tomorrow, how differently would you live today? Most people postpone their dreams, thinking they have plenty of time. I'll start next year. I'll fix my life when I'm ready. But there is no guarantee of a tomorrow. The time you waste in hesitation is time you will never get back. The Stoics believe that procrastination is the greatest thief of life. The best time to act is now. Seneca warned against living mindlessly, saying, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." We fear small inconveniences, as if they are the end of the world, yet we live as if we have eternity ahead of us. This is a contradiction. If you truly grasp the reality of death, you wouldn't waste time on distractions. You wouldn't hold grudges. You wouldn't delay what matters. Living with purpose means making every decision as if it truly matters. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It will never come. The only certainty is now. Whatever dream, goal, or change you've been postponing, do it today. Take a moment to reflect. If I had only 1 year left to live, what would I do differently? Now ask yourself, why am I not doing that already? You are running out of time. The only question is, will you waste it or will you use it wisely? The truth is, you have everything you need to be strong. You don't need more comfort. You don't need more validation. You need to stop making excuses and take responsibility. Imagine a life where no setback can break you, where no hardship can shake you. That is the power of Stoicism. That is the power of taking control. The question is, will you keep making excuses or will you finally step up? We have explored the hard truths of Stoicism. No one owes you anything. Life is unpredictable. Stop complaining and adapt. You are not special. Discipline is what sets you apart. Weakness is a choice. You will die, so live with purpose. If you truly want to change, stop waiting. Start now. The choice is yours. If this message hit you hard, share it with someone who needs it. And if you're ready to take control, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom.